there's more speech now than there's ever been before in the history of the world. Like, we all know, you know what it's like that, what's the movie with Mel Gibson where he knows what women think?
Yeah.
Right. So he had ESP. Twitter and the internet is just, we all have developed ESP, and now we know what everybody is thinking. It's all, every day we're just bombarded by what everybody's thinking.
Well, you're also bombarded by the people that spend the most time doing it, because there's a lot of mentally unwell people that spend their entire day camped out on Twitter having arguments. And if you want to venture into that world and risk your consciousness and your health, your literal mental health, by communicating in this really crude manner with text messages and, you know, arguing over semantics with people that you don't even know, it's a terrible way to exist.
Are you on Twitter? Do you have a Twitter account?
No, I have a Twitter account, but I don't read it. I post things on Instagram. They go to Twitter. Occasionally I'll post things on Twitter, but I don't read it. It's just too toxic, man. I get it, you know, and I know when I've fucked up, and I know when people are mad at me when it's legit and valid, and I know when they're mad at me for nonsense. And I am my worst self-critic, so I don't need other people yelling at me. I know what I did wrong. I stay clear.
That's healthy. I think that's the only approach you can have in this environment. I think it's a healthy way to look at it. And, you know, I always try and keep myself, like, you figure when people are coming at you, there's probably going to be something constructive in there. Yes. And sometimes I have the energy to, like, find it. And sometimes I'm just like, I really can't do this today.
Yeah, sometimes you can't do it. But yeah, there's value in criticism. It's very important, but not too much. It's like anything else. Like there's value in a little bit of snake venom. You develop a tolerance. But if you get a big fat dose, you're dead. And it's in many ways, it's the same with interacting with people that are upset with you. There's going to be people that are upset with everybody for no reason, no matter what the story is in the news, even if it's clear cut to you and I, there's going to be someone who has a violent opposition to that idea. It doesn't mean they're right, and it doesn't mean you're right. It just means people have a lot of different fucking ways of looking at the world, and if you want to exist in conflict in perpetuity, stay on Twitter and stay on Twitter all day long and just argue with people. I don't want to do that, you know, and again, it's not that I don't have any room for improvement. It's not that I don't appreciate or accept or recognize the value of criticism, because I definitely do. It's that it's not healthy. It's not healthy for me. It's not. It could directly affect the kind of content I put out. It's not good.
That's what I was about to say. Do you feel like one of the hardest things to do is to maintain your kind of creative barometer, so that you don't let those kinds of things, when you feel like they're not constructive, pull you too far to the outrage world or some other things, like to maintain that? And that's why I think it's good, like what you do in terms of conversation. Like, you basically say, you know, I'm going to do long form, because that, you know, feels like, at least from my perspective, the healthiest form.
Yeah,
is conversation.
Talking Fight Club, better than the stress of saying less and playing less.
Mother! You hit me in the ear!
Well, Jesus, I'm sorry.
Ow! Christ! By the ear, man!
God, get up.
Oh, that was perfect!
Black zombies, Hispanic zombies, you name it. Just everybody zomboing. Zomboing bad.
Gentlemen,
We can all get high tonight.
Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club
Talking
is
Fight Club.
you do not talk about Fight Club.
We're
Gentlemen,
all gonna ride
second
tonight.
rule of Fight Club is
Talking Fight
do not
Club.
talk about Fight
We can all
Club.
get high tonight.
Welcome to Fight Club. First rule of
Talking
Fight Club
Fight
is
Club.
you do not talk about Fight
We all
Club.
gonna
Gentlemen,
ride tonight.
second rule of Fight Club is
Talking Fight
you
Club.
do not talk about Fight Club. All been raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars. But we won't.
Not a devil worship problem.
Slowly learning that fact.
Not a punk problem.
I'm very, very pissed off.